Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back to another video here. Today we're gonna have different parts of the video. So of course you'll see my weekly grocery haul along with the little introduction I'm gonna be starting with now. In the past, if you were keeping up with my channel, whenever I find out like useful information, it is something that I will normally share with you guys. And today we want to talk about the pension system in the government overall, working system and how it works. So yes, I am a teacher and there are different things for us under the new compensation package where I would have noticed that in the past we would have been contributing less in terms of what we're contributing now. And it's definitely a percentage of your wages. So of course, as your salary increases even by $20, right, you're gonna be expected to contribute based on the percentage a bit more into your pension scheme. Of course, this is something that the government matches. But what I want to talk about today is if in the event you are not planning to stay in the government system for over 10 years. I believe 10 years is the minimum years that you can work to be eligible for the pension. So we're going to be talking about if you are, for example, a teacher like myself and you're living in Jamaica and you don't plan to come back into the Jamaican teaching system, right? If you don't plan to do that, then the money is accessible to you. However, sometimes what you might realize is that they might recommend that you not request the money because they're saying maybe further on down, a couple years from now, you might want to come back. Maybe not as a teacher, but you might come back into the same government system and it's the same pension scheme that you would be paying into. So they do talk about that. However, if it's in the event that we definitely know you're not coming back to work as a teacher here, and if you come back you're not working for government, then you can always request the money if you plan to leave. Now for us as teachers, how are we able to do this? I would have spoken to someone in our representative body, which we call them JTA, the Jamaica Teachers Association, and what was told is that you would have to write a letter to the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education for them to process it, in which it will then go through the pension scheme and the money would be granted to you. I know that sometimes when persons plan to leave, and depending what you're planning to do or where you're planning to go, you have to show proof of funds. Now, how I found out about it, I had a friend who was working at Scotiabank, and she was saying to me that she's leaving, of course, and she's going somewhere else, and she needed to show some proof of funds. And so because she was working there less than 10 years, she was able to request what she would have contributed to their pension scheme and use it as a proof of funds or a source of funds. So if you're here in the system and you plan to leave and you would like to use it as a proof of funds for something under 10 years and the money is there, it's your money, you're able to access it. As I said, over 10 years though, you wouldn't be able to access it. And of course, whenever the age of retirement comes, whatever is there you would have contributed plus what they would have matched would have been returned to you on a monthly basis or so. As it relates to that, we understand the pension and how it works. Even though it's not the best system for us, you do have private entities, and I say it's not the best system because it's not something that you can live off of once you retire. Being a teacher here, as I said, I knew last year as a science teacher we would have had what we call moderators coming to look at the labs to see if everything is okay, they were done, etc. And I had a moderator about my second year, and coming in, he could barely walk. Okay, and I was saying to myself, you can, as I even said to him, I said, you can barely walk. Why are you still in the teaching system? And he said to me that he would have retired at 60, right? And when he got his first pension, it was $20,000. Now, let us be realistic. That cannot go very far, and because of that, he had to go and seek employment in another private high school in the area, right? So these are things for us to consider, to try to make investments. And that is why I think more and more persons are leaving, because what you're saying to yourselves, okay, you're working all your life, maybe you can pay your bills, you can pay your rent, if you have a little house from industry, whatever, but outside of that, what can you do with your life? It's like a constant system of working and working to go back to work, and honestly that's just not living. But you come home on Friday, you sleep, it's Monday, right? So there has to be more to life, and I believe that is why most persons are leaving, because they want to have a secure future. You want to know that whenever you wake up, or you, whatever it is, couple years from now, you don't have to be wondering. If you have children, you don't have to be wondering, right? So But we want to talk about that, so in case persons are interested wherever you work, whatever facility or system that you have, you can always go and find out for them. But I know for teaching, you'd have to write to that individual and wait for a response via the pension unit for the Ministry of Education. Okay, so this is the first part of the video, guys. So I'll see you guys at the end when we're gonna be doing my weekly grocery haul. Okay, until then, bye. Alright, guys, and we're back with another week of a little grocery haul. So I have my list here as usual, and I'm hoping that this week, see, everything here, I'm hoping to stay probably 12,000 or more. So let us see how we can do. All right, so let's go. Alright guys, so I am home now and I'm going to show you guys the receipt. It's 17,000 something. However, I would have bought something for someone, so just minus 3 from that, which is out of this was 14. So yes, we would have gone over the budget. I was saying 12, so at least by 2,000, but some of the things I bought I won't need to buy it again next week. So hopefully by next week we can keep it at about 10,000, which would be ideal. So I'm going to show you the receipt now. Mangled metal, firefighters working feverishly to free victims after a deadly motor vehicle crash along the Holland Bamboo Main Road Monday afternoon. It's understood that sometime after 2 p.m., police officers in a service vehicle were chasing a blue Toyota Mark X motorcar towards Santa Cruz. A motorist who saw the chase says he feared it. Alright guys, so that's it. So until next week, see you in the next video.